Konnichiwa, minasan. Kore wa Steph desu. Yokaishi TCG yokoso. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yes, that was my intro in Japanese. I hope it was correct. Anyways, what's up, yokais? It's your boy, Steph, and welcome back to another Yokaishi TCG trading card game video. Yes, we are back. I'm sorry I've been gone for a long time. All I can say is life got in the way. But now that I am back, we got ourselves a yokai showcase. That's right, a yokai showcase. Some quick updates. I have been editing my game on the Game Crafter. I need to order a copy for myself before I can publish it. I just haven't been able to do that yet because your boy's been broke. But don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be done. It'll be done. Just know that the release is around the corner. Now, let's jump into this yokai showcase, shall we? First card. Alright, we have Shapeshift, a spell card. And it says here, activate during your main phase. Select one of either Mujina, Tanuki, or Kitsune you control. That yokai can mimic the effect type of any yokai in play for the remainder of the turn. So yes, good for them shape-shifting yokai, you know. Definitely good for, like, if you're up against an opponent and they have a yokai with an effect that you want to use against them, and you have this card and a yokai you could use it against, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? you play it and then you're set. This card and many Mujina and shapeshifting yokai are in set 1, so you could possibly build a, shapeshifting yokai deck if you want. And we have here in the artwork, we got like a fox shapeshifting into a woman. That plays into like the lore of Kitsune, how they typically like to take the shape of beautiful women. And yeah, or in the future, this is also good for if you're playing like a like elemental specific strategy, and if you're like lacking a specific element but you have a shapeshifting yokai in play and your opponent has a type that you could mimic, please ignore the dog. Then you could probably play this card, have that yokai take the element type, and then continue with the rest of your elemental plays. But yep, that's that card right here. Next card. And we have the Kitsune. Yes, the Kitsune. It is a nature type and nature attack, weak to fire. Check out this sly, sneaky fox here. What's he looking at? Is he trying to con someone? Maybe. Kitsune. And the effect here reads, when summoned, add 1 shapeshift from your grave to your deck. Okay, so get to recycle that card. And let's see, HP 4, attack 2. So now it's been a while, but now we get to talk about the Kitsune. So, what about the Kitsune? Well, Kitsune basically just means fox. So if you go to Japan and you see a regular fox, people are just going to call it Kitsune. That's it. All right? Kitsune are found all over Japan, and they are identical to wild foxes. So in that case, the Kitsune yokai are all over Japan, and they look identical to regular non-magical foxes. Kitsune yokai the Kitsune yokai have their own society structure where they have different ranks based on age, power, and alignment. Alignment being good or evil. There are 2 types of Kitsune. Holy foxes, aka Zenko, which serves Shinto deities and gods. They often protect humans and places and provide good luck. And the more common Kitsune are the ones that delight in mischief, pranks, or evil, And those types of kitsune are typically known as nogitsune. Yes, nogitsune. Let's see here. Let's see. Now, now this particular kitsune is based off of the very lowest ranking of fox, which are known as the ashireko. They are the first rank of the Kitsune Society, and this is for foxes with very little magic and or regular foxes. So regular foxes that have little to no magic as well as regular foxes fall under the Ashireko rank. So they're your beginner foxes, if you will. Next card. Oh yeah, in set 1. So yes, next card, and we have the Kitsune Chico. Yes, Kitsune Chico, and it is a earth type, earth attack, weak to light. Check out this artwork here. Yeah. And then hold on, and we're back. Yes. Let's see. So yes, earth attack. Earth type, earth attack, weak to light. Kitsune type. Let's see here. Once per summon, this yokai can mimic the type and effect of one yokai in either player's grave for 3 turns. After 1 turn, you can decide to undo this effect. So yeah, pretty good. Once again, plays into the whole shape-shifting deal. And it is a 4 HP, 2 attack. That's right. Now the Kitsune Chico plays onto that societal structure of the yokai of the Kitsune Society. Let's see here. The Kitsune Chico, also known as Earth Fox, Chiko are the next rank above the Ashireko, and is the last rank for the Wicked Foxes. So it's the last rank for the Nogitsune. At this rank, the fox no longer resemble regular foxes, and they start to learn and dabble in magic and necromancy, which is kind of like what I try to depict in the artwork here. This rank can get up to 9 tails based on their age and power. Yes, so that is the Kitsune Chico. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let me just put this one right here. Now, next card. Yes. And we have Tamamo Mai. Yes, Tamamo Mai. Now, Tamamo Mai is a dark type, dark attack, weak to light. And this artwork is a collaborative effort. The original sketch was done by my good friend Carter Brooks 21. You can find her on Instagram if you would like to follow her. She has some pretty good art, a unique cutesy style. I was the one that colored it digitally. So yeah, take a good look here. Yes. Very nice artwork indeed. And Tamamono Mai is a Tamamono Mai is a Kitsune type, 2 sacrifice to summon. Once per turn during your main phase, this yokai can switch. This yokai is immune to light yokai with base 4 HP or less. And it has 9 HP and 2 attack. Pretty strong card, pretty good card. And of course, I gotta talk about this one right here. So let's see here. Tamamono Mai was born a yokai. She was born a kitsune, a 9-tailed fox. As a baby, she was discarded by as a baby, she was discovered by a husband and wife in the wilderness. They took the baby and raised her as their own daughter. As she grew up, they realized that she was special. She was very smart for her age and learned how to read and write, which was a pretty big deal at the time. Because it's not that, because in the feudal era, it's not that people were illiterate, it's just that there were different levels of literacy, and the highest level of literacy was usually reserved for nobility and samurai. But this young girl had, she was very smart for her age, and considering that she was a peasant, it was a pretty big deal. Let's see. As a young girl, as a young girl, still in the kid range, she was able to impress the emperor. The emperor liked her so much, he made her his servant, which I guess is a normal thing for emperors to do back in those times. I don't know. She grew up to be both highly intelligent and beautiful. The entire court adored her. Eventually, the old emperor made her his woman. You know. Um, then one day, the emperor fell ill. Each day, his sickness grew worse and worse, and the doctors couldn't figure out why. So they brought in a sorcerer to see if he can cure the emperor. The sorcerer diagnosed the emperor to be cursed and needed to pray the curse away. So they summoned all the highly skilled sorcerers from across the land, but it failed. And they realized that in order to cure the emperor, they need to destroy the source of the curse. The sorcerer noticed that while the emperor was sick and suffering, his beloved Tamamomo, Jesus, her name is a tongue twister, Tamamono Mai, wasn't really bothered by the emperor's failing health. In fact, so much so that the sorcerer concluded that she cursed the emperor. Everyone in the court couldn't really believe that someone like her would do such a thing, as she is so well liked amongst the nobility. But the sorcerer had a plan. He would perform a powerful ritual and make Tamamo participate, because an evil spirit wouldn't be able to hold themselves together during it. She tried to weasel her way out of it, but the court still made her attend. At first, things were doing okay, and she was maintaining her form, her figure. But then a tail popped out of her backside, and people were confused. Then 9 tails popped out of her backside, and people were shocked. Turns out she was a kitsune, draining the life from the emperor. Once everyone saw her, she ran out of the palace and fled into the wilderness. The emperor was heartbroken and sent his samurai to kill her. The chase lasted for several days until one day, one of his samurai shot her with an arrow and she died. When she died, her soul entered a boulder that was nearby. Cursing the boulder, anyone who touched it died, earning its name Seshoseki, the Killing Stone. Now, at one point, I did think about making this into a card, but early on in production, I didn't really know how or what to do with it, like what effect to give it, but we'll see. If you have any ideas, put them down in the comments down below. Years later, a nice monk heard the story and went to the boulder to hear her side of the story. Her side of the story. Turns out that Tamamo was cursed to be a fox at birth. Her original parents abandoned her. She loved her new family, but her father was framed for a crime and the emperor exiled him. And her father died alone. Her adopted father, that is. So she did what she did to get revenge. She begged the monk to free her soul from the stone so she can pass on. After she apologized for her evil deeds. Moved by the story, the monk set her soul free. Tamamo no Mai is one of the most a powerful female yokai in Japanese history. So powerful that she's considered as one of Japan's big three evil yokai. So, yes, that was Tamamono Mai. Yes, yes, yes. And that concludes this episode of Yokai Showcase. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I'm sorry I've been radio silent for so long. And yeah, um, any thoughts, comments, anything you liked, please mention them down below in the comments section. Any suggestions and ideas for, I don't know, anything, mention them down below in the comment sections. I typically respond to people. So yes, socials in the description below. Go follow Carter Brooks 21 on Instagram. There should I'll put that in the description as well. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.